Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Two and a throw right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Dolphins nothing. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
on that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
28-yard gain. 1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
2nd down at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go. Get set. Ready, T. Solo left Zion. 20, TX.
From midfield, here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Miami Dolphins.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
40. Ready.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught at the 20. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. great play there. 67 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking for trailing Burks that time, and that'll bring up second down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You have no-fly zones and things of that nature. Briscoe got a bunch of them in last week's game.
And Ronald going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up past the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
44. Ready.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 4. Again, it's Achane. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Wow, that is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to have a first down. It's not a big play, but that double pass does the job. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
All right, come on. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
Here's Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Jackson. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
13. Hey, report. 180. Yo.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Out to the right here to Wilson. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. This is caught. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Solo left Zion.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I've got to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. There he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 60 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Dolphins 7.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Jackson from the shotgun. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
20, TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Two are going to throw. Luke in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 20. 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bulldozes past him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because
and all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
In motion, the tight end. Going right back to Wilson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 8 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Luke now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 44, Dolphins 27.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Jackson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Ravens 51, Dolphins 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That keeps the score. Ravens 51, Dolphins 33. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. For a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Luke now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
Hey. 18. 21G. Corner, long. Hey, 21 TA. Out.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, Palmer? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Jackson now.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Now he's into the clear again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. On his loop for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Ravens 65, Dolphins 39.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
His throw, a good one, and it's caught.
They wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And going deep for Hill. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This one deep for Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You changed it. Hey, middle.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Nice shot. Hey, Alpha, it's hot. Hot. Alrighty. Nice shot. Shot.
Now it's Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Luke now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 72. Dolphins 39.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can. And the ball is out. And that was picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That's complete to Traylon Burks. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.